Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we're going to be continuing my redrawing every Fire Emblem the Blazing Blade character series, and in this part we're going to be redrawing Lyndis. Before we actually get into the art, I wanted to thank Becca from Love to Draw Manga so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it in my interpretation of Brayson. So now let's jump right into the art, and for those of you who have never played, once again, if you do not know who this is the first character that you ever meet and who you will play along with the first 10 or 11 chapters during your tutorial. She's the first Lord. The reason there is such a long tutorial is because this was the first Fire Emblem game that was released in the States, and so they wanted to make sure that everybody understood how to play, so they have a pretty in-depth tutorial. It is very fun and I recommend it. So for the pose, I did use a reference on Pinterest, but I guess I forgot to save it, so I can't show you guys, so I don't really have much else to say about this part. I'll just let you guys watch the little time lapse of me getting her pose down, and then we will fast forward a little bit. But while I am getting the pose down, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my week. I have been working and playing a lot of Dead by Daylight, a little Fire Emblem. I have been getting real into the horror mood with Halloween getting even closer, so I've been snuggling up and eating candy, watching lots of horror movies, lots of Halloween movies. It has been very enjoyable. And if you are also a horror fan, let me know what your favorite horror movie or horror series is down below. Mine would 100% be Scream. I love Scream. All of them are great. The first one is definitely my favorite. I'm sure everyone that is watching this has probably seen it, but if you haven't, highly recommend. So here I'm just kind of liquefying everything after flipping my canvas and seeing what was wrong with it. I highly recommend to make sure you flip your canvas often. I wanted to make sure everything was where it's supposed to be before I began on the hair and the clothes, because it would be much more difficult to fix later. But after I got her face looking how I wanted it to look, I began on the hair. I wanted to make sure I really did this justice because I love her hairstyle. I always struggle with hair that's pulled back. I don't draw it very often, so it seems so much more complicated than it probably needs to be to me, but I sure did try my best. Aside from that, I'm just going to try and get the ponytail right and clean it up a bit, so I guess we'll skip right towards the clothes. So here we're moving on to her clothes, and I'd just like to point out I do absolutely love her hair. I do feel that I did it the justice that I wanted to give it. I'm sure I could have done better if I had more practice, but I do still love it. So here we're just doing the very top part with all the little details and stuff. I really struggled with this sleeve a little bit. It being slit at that little part right there, I'm not used to drawing that, so I had to do it a few times before I felt like I got it right. So I don't really have much else to say about this part, but I don't want to skip all of what I'm doing too much, so I will just talk a little bit about what my next video I have planned for. I think I'm planning on doing some TikTok challenges that I saw Love to Draw Manga do, because I was watching one of her more recent videos and some of the ones she was doing looked like a lot of fun, so I think I might try them out as well in my next video. I've already worked on a piece a little bit for one of them. I'm not certain if it's the one I will go with, but it definitely got me out of my comfort zone, so I think I might show you guys some of my OCs soon and redraw them for you and let you see the kind of characters that I come up with on my own. I know I've mostly just done redraws so far, but I guess because I'm a newer channel, I didn't want to start with my own personal stuff, and nobody really knows me, so I doubt they'd have any interest in my original characters, but I figured maybe just redraw some stuff that I love, and you guys will get to know me a little bit, and then we'll get into my OCs eventually. But I don't know for sure if I'm gonna do the TikTok art challenges from Love to Draw Manga, or if I'm going to do maybe one of my OCs for my next video. But I think it's definitely gonna be one of those two things. So now we're gonna jump right into the coloring portion, and instead of trying to make the colors myself, I dropped the colors on the fan art directly because they seem pretty accurate to Lynn's actual color combination in her character design. I really do love the Sakaean color combos in the game, as well as the style of their outfits. I think it is really cute and that it suits Lynn very well. So while I'm finishing blocking in the colors here, I just wanted to say that I'm considering making some more videos of Love to Draw Manga's original characters. If you want to drop any ideas down below of which ones you would like to see in, well, kind of my style. I was thinking maybe Annabelle. I really like her, and she's super cute. I love her design, and I was thinking she might be a good one to go for next, but let me know. So here I'm going to clip in some photos from Love to Draw Manga's webcomic, My Next Door Neighbors, of Annabelle and Faith. Those are the two I'm considering the most for redrawing next. If you have an opinion, feel free to drop your opinion down below. For this part, I'm just gonna let you guys watch me shade and highlight a little bit, give you a little break from my talking, so yeah. So here is the finished piece of Lord Lyndis for this series, and I'm not sure yet who I'm going to be doing next, but I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider leaving a like, a comment, sharing, and sticking around to see what else I do. So thank you so much, and bye!